Welcome to our December 13th meeting. We did not have one last month, so the agenda is full, but we hope we could do it as expediently as possible. I'd like to have a motion to approve the minutes of October 11, 2022 of F&F. Jim?
Second.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Oh, second. Kathy? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion approved. Okay, action items. 2.1, recommend approval of payroll certification. Motion?
Move.
Kathy, second. Margaret? Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
2.2, recommend approval of economic development, large business, customer COVID-19 relief program grant award. Motion? Jim? Margaret, second. All discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any abstention? Motion carried. 2.3, recommended acceptance of 22-23 SUNY child care appropriation. Motion?
Move.
Margaret, second. Kathleen. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any objections? Motion approved. 2.5, am I going past the
2.4. You're
2.5. Recommended approval of resolution to submit an amendment to the Broome County 2022 Capital Improvement Program create a New York capital project for SUNY Broome for the Bowling land acquisition and amount not to exceed $425,000. Motion?
I'll move it.
Kathy, second. Jim? Discussion?
We've had some preliminary. This is for the plot of land up behind the Bowling neighborhood that reflects the campus property. Hedge on the future in case we're not land rich. We've given the big gift to the sheriff many years ago. So just a small, actually relatively small investment.
Did I read an email, though it wasn't on the agenda?
It's on the
Has that been resolved?
it's on the second session agenda, December 28th,
Okay.
instead of the one this Thursday.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any objections? Motion is carried. 2.5, recommend approval of release of retainage for Broome bituminous work on campus-wide sidewalk and paving project. Alternate number 2. Motion?
I'll move it. Move it.
Second. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any objections? Motion approved. 2.6. Recommend approval of bids for 23/2 SUNY Broome removal and replacement of cooling tower and chiller plants at the library and business buildings, mechanical construction. Motion? Jim, second.
I'll second.
Discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any objections? Motion carried. 2.7, recommend approval of bid 2302 SUNY Broome removal and replace. Oh, I just read that.
Nope, it's
No.
another contract.
It's
Oh,
another.
that's.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought I was reading the same thing twice. What's, I thought you were throwing me a curve here. So make the motion,
So moved.
second,
Second.
Jim, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any objections? Motion carried.
Madam Chair, just for the next 6 items, you need to vote on them individually, but these are, this was a capital project that was approved by SUNY. It's been totally vetted. It's a number of IT projects, all of which are estimated to be over 50,000, which is why college has to come before the board, but is a kind of a major upgrade of the infrastructure for the college, network, switches, PC replacement plan for staff and faculty.
So 2.8 to 2.13.
All the way through is
All the rest. Yeah, wait.
2.13, it's 2.8 to 2.13.
the next 6 items are all kind of an IT package, but you have to vote on them individually. I just wanted to give you some background. This is all SUNY capital financing involved.
All right, 2.8, recommend approval of the system to replace existing network backup solution. Motion,
So moved.
Kathy,
Second.
Margaret, all in, discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any
This is
objections?
one page. All right. 2.9.
2.9.
Yeah.
Recommend approval of Power Store Network Area Storage NAS. Motion,
So moved.
Cassie, second. Jim,
Second.
all, discussion. Approved? Aye, any objections? Motion carries. 2.10. Recommend approval of VX Rail Production Service Replacement. Motion,
Move.
Margaret, second.
Second.
Okay, discussion? All approved? Any objections? Motion carried. 2.11. Recommend approval of Dell computers under New York State contract PM 20820. Motion,
Move.
Margaret, second.
Second.
Kathy, discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any objections? Motion carried. Okay, 2.14.
2.12.
I'm mine. That's why I keep you right by me. I told you I wanted to be quick,
Yeah.
and you have to give me my pen back. I'm sorry.
Princess in the Bee, and I feel it.
I'm sorry, I'm just going through the, 2.12, recommend approval of Vantage Wireless upgrade under New York State contract PM 20850. Motion,
So moved.
Margaret, second.
Second.
Jim, discussion. Okay, approval?
Aye.
In favor?
Aye. Aye.
And, pardon? I can't,
You're good.
okay. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Highlighted that and I couldn't see. All right, motion carried. Now, 2.13. Recommend approval of network switches. Motion. Jim, second. Kathy, discussion? All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. 2.14. Recommended approval of resolution for candidates for promotion. Motion,
Move.
Margaret, second Kathy. Discussion? Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carried. 2.15, recommend approval of resolution increasing hourly rates for tutors A, B, C, and supplemental instructors. Motion,
I'll move.
Margaret, second,
Second.
Jim. Discussion.
Michael, I just had just a question. That's built into the budget, right? Those dollars?
Yes, and this is in response to New York State's, as you're well aware, I'm sure, increases in minimum wage effective the
Okay.
end of this month.
Great. Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Any objection? Motion carried. 2.16, recommend approval of the resolution of the tentative educational support personnel association ESPA labor agreement for the period of September 1, 2021 through August 31st, 2026. Motion,
I'll move it.
Kathy, second, Margaret. Discussion. Okay. Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any objections? Motion carried. Okay. 2.17, recommend approval of resolution for the compensation and benefits for non-represented management confidential employees and for non-represented administration employees for the period of September 1, 2021 through August 31, 2026. Motion,
I'll move it.
Margaret, second by Jim. Any discussion?
Are these negotiated per person, or like do all the confidential secretaries get one amount? Is that
Yes,
amount
depending,
across the board?
depending on their title and their grade, if they have comparable titles and grades, then they get the same wage rate increase.
They're not negotiated personally by themselves.
No, they're not. They basically mirror the ESPA labor agreement. The only distinction is they are management confidential, and thus, but they're civil service employees, so they're most comparable to ESPA. So that's the wage and benefit schedule we recommend to the board for that handful of employees.
Thank you.
Any questions? Okay, approval of the motion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any objection? Motion carried. Okay, that's fast.
Very good.
Yeah, it's been 15 minutes. Okay, but who's coming? Okay, information items. President's report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning, everybody. I'll be brief with good news that we rarely get to report these days. Is enrollment right now, as of today, is up. It's up noticeably. Has been for a number of weeks now. Now, whether it will be at the start of spring term, remains to be seen, because we've got about 5 weeks left before spring term starts. But I gotta take the opportunity to report it while we can, and in hopes that it will stay there. That will be a first in a number of years, particularly for if spring term is up. That's only happened a couple times in my 13 years. And I'll end my report there. Madam Chair, I'll share more Thursday night.
Yep. Michael.
so very briefly, in your packet, you have the monthly forecast. It's same report, Finance and Budget Office stays pretty stable through the fall semester. So the forecast is exactly the same. So probably January, we may have preliminary indications, better preliminary indications of the spring semester, but most likely in February. So that's in your packet. College is continuing to proceed with the audit from Bonadio for last year's fiscal year that ended August 31st. In your packet, I represented at the October meeting that we're required 60 days after the fiscal year ends to submit a fairly comprehensive standard report to SUNY. This is where SUNY gets all their comparative benchmarks and rankings of the 30 community colleges, is based on this, 20-page monster that Jeanette, her team prepares. So that's in your, just as an FYI, is in your report, and everything else is pretty standard. You have the human resources transactions for the past 2 months, grants that are less than 50,000, investment report. We did, housing did make its most recent debt payment. So those are all the informational items, and be happy to answer any questions if there are any.
Any questions for Michael? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Facilities. Dave.
Yeah,
First of all, I have everyone that has been there. I've had attended 2 events. They are just amazed, and some of them aren't quite as old as I, but they remember what the building was, and it's just, yeah, it's very. I know people that want to go to the event so that they could see the building. Having said that, but I gotta give a kudos.
We could probably charge admission and make some money. Yeah, let me go over the report real quickly, the highlights in particular. So the library roof project is nearing completion. Just a few aluminum siding panels that we need to finish up the work on the penthouses up on the roof. As you approved, the bids were open for the replacement of the HVAC systems at the library and business. P&J was the low bidder on the mechanical side. Matco was the low bidder on the electrical side. The contracts for both architectural and construction management work for the Decker Nursing Renovation Project are in the Broome County Attorney's Office, and we're hoping to get those turned around very quickly so we can begin that work within the next few weeks. I think a larger issue that we have here is item number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What we're going to do is we're looking at all the locks in all of our buildings across campus, and if they are not easily lockable and quickly lockable on the inside, these are classrooms, labs, and office spaces. We're going to change out those locks so that they can be quickly locked in emergency type situations. Right now, we're doing an inventory of what needs to be done and what that will cost, and then we'll talk about that internally with Michael and Jeanette, and then proceed from there. 2 of the 3 pavilions have been completed. They turned out really, really well. I mean, they looked really good. I mean, unfortunately, we couldn't get to the 3rd one before the weather turned bad. And the only other thing of any real consequence is, for those of you who may not know, on Thanksgiving Day, we had a power outage here on campus. So it's 6 o'clock, right in the middle of dinner time. The power went down, and our guys were here. I was up here, along with Matco and NYSEG, and we were able to correct things by 2 o'clock the next day. We also got a temporary generator in place so that we didn't lose ice at the ice center. And knowing that it was Thanksgiving weekend, which is a very busy weekend for the ice center, that was critical that we get that in place. But kudos to my guys, Mike Turek and Chris Novisky in particular, who were here until 3:30 a.m. on Thursday night, and then Mike got back at 8:00 in the morning on Friday to finish the work, which I said we finally got power restored at about 2:00 on Friday. So the other issues or the other updates you can read about on the report, and I would be more than happy to answer any questions things might have.
Any question? Okay, our next F&F committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, January 24th, 2023 at 9 in the Wales building. So having no other business, would someone like to make a motion that we adjourn?
Move it.
Okay, to Jim, second.
Second.
Yeah. Okay. Meeting adjourned. Let's see.